Today I want to talk about the lawsuit filed against Sean Combs by his former employee Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Since this is a lawsuit filed in New York and I'm licensed in California and Texas, I do not consider myself qualified to comment on the legal aspects of the case. However, this case is about a month old and it seems like every day I read another salacious headline that reminds me of cases I have defended in which employers are accused of sexually assaulting an employee in California. So first and foremost, we have a legal system in which everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. In a high-profile case like this one, and with P. Diddy's reputation, he may be fighting an uphill battle finding a sympathetic jury if this case ever makes it to trial. Now, my guess is that will never go to trial and there will be a large, undisclosed settlement out of court, and this case will silently go away. In fact, just last year, Mr. Combs settled a $30 million lawsuit with his longtime partner, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, based on similar claims to the current civil lawsuit filed by Mr. Jones, who is also seeking damages in the amount of $30 million. Mr. Jones claims that while he was employed by Mr. Combs, he suffered numerous incidences of unwanted groping and sexual assault by both Mr. Combs and Mr. Combs' friends and associates. Now, these are serious allegations, both in the context of civil and criminal law. Even though charges have not been levied against Mr. Combs, as of the date of this recording, the authorities have already raided at least 2 of his homes looking for evidence of an Epstein type of sex ring. Now, in my experience, which is civil, with some of my past cases, whenever there are allegations of sexual misconduct, if the claims are for sexual harassment, it stays in the realm of the civil courts. But if the claim is sexual assault, there will be criminal allegations along with the civil allegations. Sometimes there'll be a formal criminal complaint filed with the civil complaint, and sometimes there's only a threat of filing a criminal complaint. So on the civil side of things, we view these criminal complaints as a tactic to force large settlements. Now, I don't mean that any allegation is true or false. I just mean that having the threat of criminal prosecution usually leads to opportunities to settle the civil claims for larger sums than without a threat of criminal action. In the majority of these cases, once the civil claim is settled, the criminal case usually does not proceed. The rest were settled because my clients benefited from not having to defend themselves in a criminal action, and the plaintiff benefited with a monetary settlement. So the plaintiff's leverage is the criminal complaint, but the defendant's leverage is that they will not be willing to pay money to the plaintiff in the civil matter if there's a criminal case, because it makes more sense to save financial resources to fight a criminal case than use the money to settle a civil claim. Most people, even business owners, do not have the resources to fight both a civil and a criminal case at the same time. So, because of this dichotomy, truth rarely comes to light. The plaintiff has their story and the defendant has theirs, right? P. Diddy will be able to say, since he was not convicted of a crime, the allegations are not true. And Mr. Jones will claim the allegations were true because he was paid to settle the claims. So my advice to all business owners is that all of this can be easily avoided. Do not have intimate relationships with employees. Do not have one-on-one outings with an employee, and do not make any suggestive comments or actions to an employee at work or otherwise. These 3 rules will save you lots and lots of money and potentially save you from a terrible mistake that could land you in prison, render you penniless, and destroy your reputation. All right, so until next time, be productive.